and welcome once again to It's a Mystery. I'm Neil, this is Gail, and this is Tristan. And in today's show, we're going to investigate some of the most incredible mysteries you're ever likely to hear.
Tristan and I have been out searching for some amazing stories that will astound and baffle you.
And together in the studio, we'll be attempting to solve another great collection of unbelievable, weird and spooky mysteries, such as these.
Fairies. Do they really exist? Well, just wait till you see this before you decide.
Why are people right or left-handed? We investigate.
And what's the secret behind the strange building that Gail has discovered?
Okay, take a look at these photos. Now, they were taken 80 years ago by two girls who claimed they'd actually seen real-life fairies. In fact, everyone at the time thought it was concrete evidence that fairies really existed.
I'm sorry, Neil. I saw the pictures and it's going to take more than that to convince me, I'm sorry.
OK, well, you're right, because 65 years later, in 1982, the photos were finally exposed as fakes. The girls had made the whole story up. So, OK then, do you believe in fairies or the little people? Well, we didn't. Or should I say, I didn't, until Tristan came back with this story.
On a summer afternoon, an 8-year-old boy was out looking for adventure on the edge of a wood near his home, when suddenly he heard a noise. Now, what he claims to have seen was a little man dressed in black hat, black boots and a white tie, staring at him. The 8-year-old stared back, and the little man scurried off, making strange squeaking noises. As he went over to where the little man had stood, he found some small footprints. Each one of them was only about 5 centimeters long. He followed them, but the trail led nowhere. The little man just vanished into thin air. The boy ran off to fetch his mother to show her the footprints.
Amazing story. So, OK, did he see a fairy or a little person? Could there be some truth in it?
Truth, fairies, little people. I'm sorry, I think it's all make-believe, a lot of nonsense.
Well, believe it or not, it is a true sighting. It was reported by an 8-year-old boy from America, and it's mentioned in this book on fairies.
Sorry, I still don't believe it. Must be a fairy story. Well, the footprints, I mean, they could have been made by a small animal or something.
Yes, but there were other people who were supposed to have seen the same little footprints. A man from the local newspaper confirms that he actually saw them, and nearly 2 weeks later, another woman also claims to have found some similar little footprints.
I'm sorry, I still don't believe in fairies. Come on, Neil. I mean, you can't honestly think it's true.
Well, think what you like. I wasn't convinced myself either. But then I heard about another sighting in Somerset, so Tristan went along to investigate further.
Picture the scene. In a quiet country garden, a mother and daughter are spending some time together. Now, the mother really loved gardening and she wanted her daughter to enjoy it too. This particular afternoon, the mother was passing on some gardening tips.
Whereabouts do I cut, Mum? Well, let's have a look at this one. Look, you do a good clean cut in there. Lovely. Oh, she'll get some nice new growth from that.
When suddenly she realised they were not alone.
Is that here all right, Mum?
What she saw was a tiny little pale figure standing next to the flower in front of them. She was about 6 inches high with long silvery hair and wings. They watched her for a few minutes, and then as suddenly as she'd been spotted, the little figure disappeared.
Am I imagining things? Did you see that?
Yes, of course. Wasn't she beautiful? What do you think she was?
I can hardly believe it. I think it looked like a little fairy.
Just like in the books.
So, another amazing sighting. Or were they just imagining it?
Of course, they must have been.
Well, the mother and daughter who reported it certainly believed it was the real thing. So what do you think?
Do fairies and the little people really exist?
It's a mystery why coincidences occur. For instance, have you ever been on holiday and had it wrecked by, say, meeting one of your teachers? Or did your heart miss a beat when you discovered that you shared a birthday with your best mate? Pure coincidence? Well, whether you think coincidences are a result of strange mystical goings-on, or that they can be rationally explained with simple maths, there's no doubt, you know, that tales of strange coincidences have entertained, fascinated, and baffled the human race for centuries. Well, here are two amazing true stories.
In 1953, Brian Swift was staying in a Paris hotel. While he was in his room, he opened one of the drawers and found a tie belonging to his friend, Paul Mead.
Well, I never.
Brian hadn't seen Paul for ages, so he gave him a call to tell him the amazing news.
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
Hello, is that Brian?
Yes, long time no hear. Listen, you're never going to believe this. I'm staying at a hotel in Paris, and I've just found a tie with your name on it.
You're joking. I was just trying to get in touch with you.
Really? Why?
Well, listen to this. I was staying in a hotel in London 2 days ago, and I found your watch.
What, the one with my name on it?
Yes, it's engraved on the back.
I can't believe it.
So a bloke called Brian stays in a Paris hotel and finds some items belonging to his mate Paul. And just a few days earlier, Paul, who'd stayed in a London hotel, had found some things belonging to Brian.
What an incredible story. So was this really an amazing coincidence, or could it have been some other mysterious happening? Well, before you make up your mind, just listen to this one.
In the 1920s, two Englishmen were travelling in Peru by rail. They were the only occupants in their carriage, until they were joined by a third man.
Excuse me, is this seat free?
Yes, do take it.
Thank you. It's very warm today, isn't it?
Certainly is. You wouldn't believe that it's snowing back in England.
Well, yes, I would, actually. I'm from England as well.
Oh, really? Whereabouts?
Rather nice little seaside town called Tankerton. Yourself?
I live in Blackheath on the outskirts of London.
I have some friends who live there. Name's Powell. How do you do?
Bingham's the name.
Pleased to meet you.
And you?
I think I'd better introduce myself. Nice to meet you, Mr. Bingham. And you, Mr. Powell. How extraordinary. Well, you're not going to believe this, but my name is Mr. Bingham Powell.
Really?
I don't believe it.
What a fascinating story. Three total strangers sharing a railway carriage find out that one is called Mr. Bingham, one is called Mr. Powell, and the other is called Mr. Bingham Powell. What an incredible coincidence.
Told you, amazing stories. So, okay, are these coincidences controlled by fate or something weird that we just don't understand yet? Or can everything be explained scientifically by the laws of mathematics? What do you think? Right, here's a mystery for you. See if you can work out where Gale is.
This building is huge and it's weird. It's in a secret location with very tight security. There are miles and miles of corridors and hundreds of darkened rooms behind closed doors. What is the secret? What is this building for? Let's take a look. Well, there's a really odd smell in this room. It's very familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on what it is. And all these chairs, what on earth could these be used for? They look like some sort of examination chairs. All of them have got these headrests. I wonder what that could be for. What strange looking old machines. Now, I know what it reminds me of. It reminds me of being at the dentist. It's old dentist equipment and tools. That'll explain the smell. This room is absolutely enormous. It seems to be crammed full of models. We've got planes, There's a boat here. There's even an airship. Well, unless I'm very much mistaken, this looks like the room where they keep the telescopes. Well, I've shown you a few rooms, just over another 90 to go.
So where on earth is Gail? And what is the building used for? Well, let's take a look at the clues. First of all, she found that huge room full of strange-smelling tools and equipment. Is it some sort of dental school? But then again, what about the models? Is it some sort of toy shop? And all those telescopes? Could it be a set from a space movie? What do you think? You know, nothing seems to make sense, does it? Well, let's see what else she's discovered.
Don't worry, he's not human. It says here, he's a very old rubber dummy used to test ejector seats. An alien spaceship? Who knows? Something else weird about this place. For such a huge building, I haven't seen or heard a single person.
Fascinating place, and even more strange objects. A weird dummy, and something that looks like an alien spaceship. Odd things in an odd building, and not a soul to be seen. So where on earth is she?
Well, the mystery is solved. All those strange objects in those secret rooms and corridors belong to this place. This is the Science Museum in London, and it owns over 250,000 objects of scientific importance. And although the museum is huge, 4 times the size of Wembley football pitch, there's only enough room to display 1 out of every 10 objects. That's only 10%. So the rest is stored away at a secret location until it's needed.
Bore da, hello. My name's Clementha Davis. I live in Swansea in South Wales. My cat Sooty is amazing. Last August, my mother started a new job and moved away to Bath. They packed up everything, including the family cat Sooty. She had to have a sleeping pill because she didn't like travelling. My brother Jonathan and I decided to stay in Swansea as I was studying music here and he had a good job. A month later, Sooty went missing. My mum looked everywhere for her, but the cat just vanished. We assumed the worst. We thought we'd never see Sooty again. 8 months later, about April this year, I was getting ready to go out and I heard a loud meowing noise outside the front door. I thought this very strange as my flat's on the top floor. I decided to go out and investigate. When I opened the door, there was a black cat. It was Sooty. I couldn't believe it. When Sooty went missing in Bath, I really thought I'd lost her for good. I can't understand how she managed to travel over 100 miles to Swansea and find me in my new flat.
Brilliant story. But how on earth had Sooty managed to get from Bath to Swansea and find a flat that she'd never been to before? Well, not only are the two cities over 100 miles apart, but they're actually separated by the Bristol Channel. Now, suppose she could have crossed the Severn Bridge, or even swum across the Bristol Channel, or even gone via Gloucestershire, which is an even greater distance. And you know, some people do say that cats are supposed to have some sort of homing device. Well, if that's true of Sooty, she could have used this to get to Swansea. But how on earth did she figure out that Claire and Jonathan had moved to a totally different house? Well, you know, cats are known to have a sixth sense. When families move house, their cats often do return to the old house. Sooty could easily have got to Swansea on her own by avoiding pitfalls of traffic and dogs. But precisely how she tracked down Claire in her new flat really is a mystery.
I thought I lost Sooty for good. Seeing her in the doorway was the best day of my life.
And when you've done that, you shade in the other side.
It's a mystery to me why Neil can't draw.
Of course he can draw.
Have you spotted why Neil can't draw yet?
Well, it's because he's drawing with his left hand.
It's no good. I can't do it. I'm doing it with my left hand and I'm right-handed. Can't do it.
I'm right-handed too, actually.
So why are people left and right-handed? And what's the difference?
Well, from implements and tools which have been discovered from the Stone Age, it would seem that in those days, half of us would have been right-handed and half of us left-handed, an equal split. However, these days, things are a little different. Most of us are right-handed and only about 1 in 10 people are left-handed. So, why the massive change?
Well, one theory for most of us being right-handed now is that as the heart is slightly to the left-hand side of the body, years ago, a shield would have been held in the left hand to protect it. Any weapons, therefore, had to be held in the right, which might be why it became the preferred hand.
So, why are some people left-handed? Well, it might be that left-handedness runs in families. If both parents are left-handed, there's as much as a 50% chance of the child being left-handed too.
Now, right-handers often think of left-handers as clumsy, but that's because left-handed people may be using things which have been designed for a mainly right-handed society. Things like scissors and watches.
Neil, you seem to be our left-handed guinea pig for today. Come over here and try this. Now, scissors. For a right-hander, you just slide your hand right in there, but try these boys left-handed.
OK, right-handed scissors. I can do that, no problem. But you want me to do it left-handed? I was getting such a mess over there as well. Here we go. Look at that. Charcoal everywhere. No, I can't get my fingers in there. Yeah,
it's moulded backwards for right-handers.
It looks painful.
It is very painful, very uncomfortable.
Yeah, you don't think about that.
Well, Neil, you'd be pleased to know I've got one for you as well.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. This looks simple enough. Watch. You wind it up with your right hand.
Yeah.
OK?
Yeah.
Try it with your left hand.
Okay.
Sounds easy.
That sounds... so you've got to do it upside down for the... And you've got to do it the wrong way.
Opposite way, yeah.
as well.
Can't even pull that out. No, pass on that one.
Here we go. You should find this easy. You're an artistic man. I thought you were artistic. Who knows? There we go. Right-handed, it's not a problem. Sharpen the pencil. Try it left-handed.
OK. All right, I'll get you back for this later, by the way. You want me to do it left-handed? It doesn't even sharpen. Hold on. I've got to do it the other way.
Yeah.
No, that's awkward. That's awkward. Now, pass.
There we go. Now, if you think you're having a bad time, did you know that not so long ago, left-handed people were forced to write with their right hands at school?
Well, thankfully, left-handers aren't so tied up these days, and there are loads of things designed especially for left-handed people. We've got some of them here. Now, we've got a left-handed keyboard, and you see that the numbers are on the left-hand side instead of we usually have them on the right-hand side.
That's crafty, isn't it? Good one.
You've got a left-handed checkbook here, and it looks completely back to front to us, but you see, that's the way we would have it normally.
Yeah.
But left-handers would have it that way, so it makes it a bit easier. And we've got a left-handed calculator and also a boomerang that can be thrown with the left hand.
At least we've solved the mystery as to why Neil can't draw.
With his left hand.
Thank you.
Everywhere. Right then, I can put that away for the time being. And that's it on this week's show. Some of life's mysteries solved and some remain unsolved. So don't forget, join us next time when we'll be looking into a few more.
But before you go, here's one last mystery for you to solve. A lady was born towards the end of the year, on December the 11th.
Now, the mystery is, how come her birthday was always in the middle of summer?
Think about it, and we'll reveal the answer next time. See ya.
Bye. If you've got a mystery that you'd like us to try and solve, please write to us at this address. It's a Mystery, P.O. Box 1234, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5XX.
In last week's closing mystery, a man walked into a cafe and asked for a glass of water. So why did he thank the waitress when she popped a balloon above his head? The answer is that the man had hiccups, and the fright cured them.